Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Imperator Rome, and we're on to episode number 23. National unrest is getting pretty low. The war exhaustion, it's going away very quickly. So not too worried about that. One thing I am worried about, though, is our last war decimated our Manpower, which was already decimated because we have one gigantic war host that is all loyal, and so they were just killing our monthly manpower. It was actually hurting it more than it was recovering. But at this point, I actually have... No, I don't. One disloyal character. Let me take care of that. So the aggressive expansion just at 15, and you can see the armies. There's only a couple that are actually at full strength right now. You've got 18th Warhost, 10th Warhost at full strength. We have 3rd and 13th. That's it. So I cannot engage in any wars right now, but in our last episode, we claimed all of this territory, we claimed all of this territory, and we claimed all of this territory. And more importantly than all, and oh, look at that, look who's preparing for a war. What's going on? Are you preparing for a war with me? You only have 29 cohorts. And you're... Okay, it's a revolt. And Lucia. You are listed. There's the revolt. No? It's Bellavicia. Okay, that's one of our commanders just died. And... second war host. You're pretty small already. Yeah. We'll find a new commander. The new family we just added in, the ISE. That's these guys. Let's go ahead and... Actually, what is your... enslavement efficiency, but... improved discipline. Let's take that. Family still scorned? No. Better. Okay, it only took one. Our single disloyal province is very close to becoming loyal. Things are really looking good right now on the potential of us accomplishing our goal. And Manabia, who we just beat, went into civil war. Alright, what do we have here? Transalpine Gaul, 200. Every city in the Alps will get local unrest. We lose that governor, but we lose his loyalty too. Local tax. Or the big boss loses 10 popularity. Yeah, we'll do that one. Speed things back up as we move along. Another death. Now, tech moving much faster. After that change, what I was just about to talk about was that at that last episode, we became a democracy. So now, to become Gaul, we only need 6 more cities, specific cities, in our possession, and we will be able to form Gaul, because everything else has now been met. Mercenary maintenance, that's certainly a good one, as I do have some of those. Aggressive expansion impact, happy to have that. And aggressive expansion change, all good advances. And you can see we now have 3 level 10s and a level 9. And where before we were gaining about 0.25 a month for a long time, we're now at 2.5 and over 2 everywhere else. Oh, 1.99. So close. But yeah, our research points is way, way higher than it used to be, and we are gaining quickly on our neighbors. So we are no longer... We're still trailing, but we're gaining back. Unfortunately, the Monopian Revolt claims this area. I can't go to war right now anyway. But Monopia in civil war right now. This is one of the cities that I need. And there's one up here somewhere. Curious where exactly it is. Oh, we need two of them here. Wait, are they both? No. So we need here and here. That's Lucia. But not that Lucia, this Lucia. Now these guys would get Estonia if we went to war with them. Oh, but Estonia could bring in a whole lot of possible defenders joining them. But in terms of numerical superiority, we would have a clear advantage. And with only needing that one city, we would not need to be at war terribly long there. But I do need a pathway to Lucia as well. So we would take this and then take this northern route as well. And maybe we even push kind of all the way to here and wrap around. Just get what we get. But we would not need a terribly long war on that one. Okay, you are just 5,000 troops, but you are at full strength. So let's go ahead and give you a commander. Corruption. If only I could get you. Oh, I could detach you from the region, actually. Let's do that now. Give you a new commander. This guy's been there a long time and taking attrition for a very long time. Let's see, we can get 10 yeah, that doesn't look good. But this, lose 5 popularity and half of our money, or we'll be under scrutiny the remainder of our term and lose 5. So he's under scrutiny. Now that provincial loyalty is not an issue anymore, we just detached the last army from that role. This is how slow we're recovering though, as we still have a couple armies with 0 troops. But we're getting there. These guys are back to full strength at 26,000. They're back to strength at 8,000. But I'm definitely not in a position right now to declare war on anyone. Maximum manpower looking really nice at 412,000, but we essentially have 0 right now. What we have is literally what we gain each month, but we have 170,000 necessary to replenish what we have right now. That's a lot. Okay, a couple new citizens would be good. Yeah, let's go for that. 2 new citizens. Tyranny almost gone. The aggressive expansion very quickly fading away. So we're looking good on that front. And we also have plenty in the treasury. I could actually start to spend a little bit of that as we are finally in good shape finance-wise. Alright, so local population growth or happiness, we don't need that. We could use a couple fortresses. Too few people. Okie dokie. I wonder we don't have anything up there. Can't do anything. We could put one here. Help encircle those guys, but that's not a big deal. New ruler. Did not come from election. I think our guy died. Yep, there you go. Training camp, local manpower, that could be a good thing. The tax, commerce, and civilization level, though, also a good thing. So let's go ahead and invest a little bit on training camp. We'll get, I don't know, 5. And we're going to make some marketplaces. Okay, you are 12,000 strong. That's pretty strong, and you're back to full strength already. Might be a tad stronger than what I want. So why don't we do... No, you know what? That's great. 12,000 is not that bad. It's these huge ones that need to go. Caress the cold. 26,000. There is some there are some troops that are not loyal to you, so we're going to create a new unit and we're going to try to remove those because you are likely to pick up attrition. I like having the troops. I can afford them. So it's not about that. The archers. The archers. Okay, keep some cav. There you go. And now we have 2 evenly split groups. There we go. That group's no longer a threat. Religious faction. It doesn't matter which one. One doesn't cost me anything. Okay, troop strength looking a lot better now. We're certainly still hurting in some areas, but it's coming up. I mean, all of these guys are back to full strength. There's still one massive unit out there that I would love to bring down in size. We just brought one down. I'm not going to be getting the new units like I did before. All the freebies, so it will cost us money now to make new units. But I really don't need to make any anytime soon. And once I could split off the one... Oop, that's 2 groups. Let's move one of you over here, please. Thank you. Yeah, this one. Oh, and they're not loyal anymore. They are not loyal anymore. This is about to become 3 armies. And I could actually consolidate some of these, couldn't I? How about we do this? We're going to split in half. And we're going to consolidate. No, not consolidate. Let's... If I consolidate, I'll literally have 1. Well, let's do it. Let's do it. Because now it's 1, 1, 1. And combining back with these guys. Now we have 874. That's 15. That's 19 units. So what we're going to do is we're going to split half again. And we're going to take you, move you over there, give you a new commander. And there you go. Now we have no gigantic unit. This whole turning into a democracy thing has been good for us. Religious advance, level 10. One thing I need to keep an eye out for, my civic power is decreasing. I mean, we're down to just 400 now. So we're finally hitting that point where all these inventions, we're not necessarily going to take every single one of them. Like Navy morale recovery. I don't even have a Navy, and I'm not planning on getting one. So I'm not going to spend those points. But I will take the national population growth, and I will take the open duration. But I'm definitely going to start being more choosy, because I have 2 more upgrades coming here anytime now in the next couple months. There you go. National commerce income, big boost there. And we got that martial advance as well, so they both hit at the same time. And now the list is the longest we've ever seen it. Again, I'm going to skip that Navy morale recovery. But now I can only make 2 upgrades at the moment, so supply limit is certainly good. Starting experience can wait. Fort maintenance, not worried about that right now. Research points, absolutely, there's our first one. Wrong culture happiness. And assimilate pop. Supply limit, wrong culture, and assimilate. Probably the next 3 that I'm going to do. Not sure how much more I need to do though. Now my tech is coming up pretty quickly. But here in 3 years it's going to drop back down as my modifier is going to fade away. So wrong culture happiness or supply limit. Well, this is why I would need to assimilate them, is the happiness. So it's kind of a 2 birds with 1 stone. Supply limit will go next. This war's still ongoing. The border gore annoys me, but it's okay. It's okay, we'll live. Monopia Civil War seems to be done. Of course, we're still going to have a truce with them. For another 6 years. So we're not going to be able to take them on for 6 years to get that last city. Ooh, hello, hello. Did you just take possession of the city we needed? That one right there. No. Lucia took it. Morale of armies. For 2 years. We're not going to have a war for 2 years, but I also don't want the effects of that, so I suppose we'll take the morale. Friends, okay, let's be friends. So Lucia, likely next target, but they have some friends. There's a way to get Lucia. Oh, there you go. Konya finished taking that goal. They do have some friends. Now, here's one of the cities I need. Oh, you don't have Estonia anymore. You have the Revolt, which is further away. And would come with less friends, but it could include Monopia. which could be a good way to get that city we need from Monopia. Really? You're the head of the family, so you're ticked off that you don't have a position of power. Great. Well, there. Let's fix that real quick. Now, while it's on my mind, you want a position of power. Was it you? No, member. Member. Yeah, it's him. Right? Head of the family. He was an 8. Still not prepared for a war though, so I'm looking ahead a little too early on things. Okay, next upgrade, and we just unlocked 3 war score cost, smear reputation cost, monthly loyalty. The smear reputation is not happening anytime soon, so I'm still looking at either supply limit, war score cost, or the loyalty. Loyalty has not been an issue of late, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. War score cost or supply limit. I can claim more, but I don't need to claim a lot anymore. I just need a few specific cities, so let's go with the supply limit. Help avoid the attrition a bit, though I'm keeping my army sizes relatively small, but it'll still have an impact, especially when it comes down to battles. Vodanesi are... Oops, you have a revolt of your own now. Took too much territory, considering your size. I just... No. Okay. It wasn't you. Arganis, Ayakus. Oh, it's not cool, dude. That was my bad, though. Kind of like the idea of going through them for Lucia. Ooh, look at the treasury rolling now. Money has been such an issue for so long. Not any longer. In fact, I think we could probably turn this down now. Yes, we can. And we could almost turn that up. It's another 23 a month, though. That's going to cut that balance down quite a bit. But finally, finances are back on par, normal. That revolt's still going, but I'm still not recovered yet. We've got all of those armies recovered. There's still, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armies that are a bit short here. Okay, Vetinosi. Do we have a Vetinosi? We do not. What are we down to? 87,000. Apparently 11,000 are going to reach this month. Yeah, not quite the case, is it? Went down by a couple thousand. It's going down about 2,500 per month. Which means we're still looking at 3 years to get fully recovered. That'll take care of that aggressive expansion just like that. Now if I get a war of opportunity, maybe I'll go for that. Like the Siconian Revolt. You have no allies. And 1 city. That is a waste of oratory power over 1 city. But it cleans that border up a little bit, doesn't it? And you can't reach it because you don't have access through me. Alright, you have 8,000, so let's bring some troops nearby. We'll just hit you from every side. So these guys get into position, we'll declare war, we'll take 1 city. Oh, of course. We'll leave those 8,000 in there, and then we'll track them down with these troops. Hey, Marshal level 12. Level 12 came with some changes that we could apply if we wanted. There you go, stack wipe. Let's put you on back down here. We can call an omen if we want. We can go right back to research points and continue that. But we are now researching at a rate where we're beyond our civic power on that. So we could probably turn our attention to something else. A manpower boost technically would help us. I mean, we'd get more per month. Let's do that. Siege engineers, army maintenance cost. Go for that army maintenance, that's going to have a big impact on the economy. By taking the city, it went back to Siconia. Ah, that is so ridiculous. Oh, by wiping out the army. It's by wiping out the army, not taking the city. We wiped out the army, so there was no revolt anymore. Roman revolt? Hoo-hoo! Hello, hello, hello. They sent us a gift. Okay. Looking at that next target. Just not sure which one it's going to be. It's probably these guys. Because all they have is that little Estonian revolt as an ally. Just 62 cohorts, and they're only 1 tick above me. Election coming up. Alright, how are we doing on that recovery? Ooh, hello. Oh my goodness, you are freaking massive. No, you're gonna stay here. The other one's gonna move. Okay, there are some units that aren't loyal. Let me see. Anybody? Anybody? Come on, come on. Wow, you're a 0. Not happening. Civic level 12. A little better. Down to just 30,000, but that's still way too many troops. Like I said, those are all essentially going away over time here, at least. I'm gonna split you in half, as you are too big as well. Level 11. Tech just flying by now. 12, 12, 11, 11. Commerce income, that's going to be a good one for us. Citizen output. We'll spend on that first and foremost. Even though I'm falling behind on the tech. You are just 7,000 strong, huh? I like having all these troops. I don't want to cancel them, especially when I can afford them. You know what? I don't care if they're loyal to you. Let's take the... Let's take it. It's a small army. There you go. They are back to full strength. And now I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 armies now that are not at full strength yet. Making progress there. Definitely thinking about making that move soon. Either way, we've topped 20,000 now. We are almost 7,000 clear of the second best nation in terms of game score, because we were this tiny little migratory tribe that has now been promoted twice all the way to a democracy, and we've taken almost the equivalent of France. Now we're getting close to that goal of Gaul. Manpower part down to 43,000. Economy's strong. The loyalty's there, provinces and characters. I do have this one Scorned family. I'd like to get them some sort of assignment soon, but it's difficult when then there's no one in the family that knows jack squat about military. But maybe we do this. We're gonna build a chariot. Let's see. Trade route. We had precious metals, then lost it. Let's bring that back in. Ooh, hello. We are within range of Carthage now, huh? There it is. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Better no C, better no C, better no C. There. Problem solved. Oh, of course. This, I've really lucked out with this Iacus family. They are a good one. Alright, the aggressive expansion is gone. The tyranny's almost gone. The units all but recovered now. And it looks like we could just split you in half. And we're going to take one of these units out of here. Yeah, very, very nearly there. So we will be able to move on here quite shortly. No whinings, no notifications, no issues right now. Vizial loyalty, I like that. Okay. Tech is coming along so much faster. The finances are looking good. I mean, we are in a very, very strong position right now. And here in a moment, we're going to be able to act. The revolt's still alive, so this is actually the time. Let's go ahead and fabricate a claim. And we're going to look to... Let's see. Medio. Okay. Through there. There's the Iacus again. So I'm going to start moving troops into place. The manpower hasn't come back, but the army strength is there. And these guys, well, they're not going to have a lot of friends. So it should make them a relatively easy target. Looks like we might be back to Estonia, though. We are. And Estonia definitely comes with some friends, including Manpower. So it's not going to be straightforward. Apparently the revolt just ended. Most of their neighbors are the ones that would be showing up. And I don't necessarily need to worry about that. This can be an early hit and run type fight. But if Manpower is involved, then we're definitely going for those 2 cities plus the 1 city. Might not be easy, so I'm going to need some manpower, and it is finally recovering. Though we still have 9,000 troops that we need to replenish every army, but at least I don't have to deal with the issues surrounding the loyal units and crazy, crazy sizes that we just didn't have the supplies to handle, and it just destroyed our manpower pool. Still have a couple larger forces that have the loyalty issues, but it's not as bad. Not as bad as it was, so A lot of progress there, and I will very, very soon be able to start making a move in the right direction. So oratory tech plus 5%, national commerce. I've got so much money right now. Let's go for the oratory tech. I mean, look how fast we're just about to hit level 13. We just hit level 12. Speaking of military, we are very close to that next level, but what I wanted is to see about, we have morale of armies, or now we have a couple of other options like discipline, or siege ability, maintenance costs, and just 54 oratory power. Let's go ahead and switch to discipline to have a larger impact for us. Martial advanced to level 3, minus 25%, now makes the military tradition quite a bit cheaper and affordable. Let's go ahead and wrap up this episode with one of these. We have Archer's Morale or Chariot Discipline. We are almost done here, so let's close this one off. Just one more to go. 1791 for that next level. I like it. I like it. We are doing well, looking really strong. And now that the Manpower is coming back here in just a handful of months, we are going to be able to start our next war as that as this ticks up pretty quickly. I'm going to have to start getting people in position, but it's good progress. Good progress from last episode to now, even though we did not have a war this time. But we are starting to become really strong, so we are on the verge of doing anything we want whenever we want, especially now that military level just like that is up to 13. So a lot of the neighbors, quick glance, we'll just take a look at that. We're ahead of Monopia by a couple levels now. We have caught up to these guys. Lucia is still ahead, but only 17. 19 is the highest we've seen. There's 20. So we still have ways to go, but Rome, we're nearly caught up. They're still caught up in their civil war. They're just level 10. So we're actually ahead. We were behind quite a few. We've caught up and are ahead of some of our neighbors. And then we have a military might that nobody else can match in terms of numerical superiority. So no longer are we just Soviet Russia that has crazy resource pool in terms of manpower, but we're also starting to match tech levels, and that's going to make us very formidable to most of our neighbors. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.